everyone, this is Chris. Thank you for joining me. Today we are going to make some Christmas ornaments and we're going to make a little sleigh. So this is the first one I have done and I think we're going to do exactly the same or maybe with a little different embellishments, and I'm going to color it in green because I'm going to make another one in white. I will show you that in the end of the video. You'll choose and pick the one you prefer. Of course, if you want to do this in other colors, you will absolutely be able to do that. Do that in your favorite colors. You can customize this as at will, of course. It's very simple. I'm sure you have everything you need home. So first, let me show you that again, but maybe from close. It is really nice. I think it's a good size. It's a bit smaller than my hand. I'm going to use some twine here to as a hanger for as a Christmas ornament to put it in my tree. And I've used little styrofoam ball here and some dies. I've cut some little flowers, not flowers but leaves. And I also kept the negative. So if you wish, this is the one I have normally cut out. That's the leaf. I have used some dies, and that's on the opposite side. You can see that better. So that's the positive, and that's the negative that comes around. And I kept them because I think if you trim them down, that would be also a very nice embellishment. So I don't want to throw this away. Of course, you can use anything. I think that for the next one, I'm going to use some jingle bells. I have different colors here, and they will fit perfectly as well. And it's going to have an extra Christmassy bell to it. Okay, so what we're going to use here are two lollipop sticks, the regular size, and I'm going to use 5 smaller ones. I'm not going to use the jumbo. If you want to do a bigger one, you could use jumbos, but I think this is better depending on the size of your Christmas tree. If you don't want to go and buy the small ones, you can always trim down the normal size that you have. I wouldn't maybe go up to the middle of it, but maybe 3/3 and cut it here to do the inside of or the top of our sleigh, and that's going to be good. So first of all, I'm going to take 5 of these, and they're not all perfect. The one that I have in my bag a lot of them are kind of crooked. You can see this one, it's not completely filled. We're not going to throw them away. We're going to use the ones that are not perfect. So we're going to recycle things. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put my 5 small sticks like this. I'm going to make the one in the middle a little higher and the 2 others a little shorter here, and the 2 others on the outside a little lower if you wish. Okay, I'm going to leave them as is, and what I'm going to do, using the ones that are a little crooked, I'm going to get really good scissors for this. I'm going to trim that one down, and we are going to reinforce this. So I'm going to make it a little smaller than the width of my 5 sticks. I think I'm going to trim it around here. There are no measurements here. That's what I like in crafting, when there's no measurement. It's a big. I'm going to trim it down one more time a little bit. Let's see if that fits in. That's good. That's really nice. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more to reinforce my sleigh. So I'm going to take that one here that is not perfect too. Again, cut one piece there. I'm going to use the other one as a template. Put it on top and just cut next to it. That's good. This one is a bit too small, and I've already pre-cut one. I think it's the right size here. Yes, so I've got 3 of them. Now what you can use is hot glue. I'm going to use quick drying glue because I think it's a bit more convenient, and also I don't have that extra layer because it can make it a bit crooked sometimes with the hot glue. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this quick strong drying glue. There you go. I'm going to put one here, one in the center, and one a little bit lower. I am going to put the 2 longest sticks here, which is going to be the bottom of my sleigh. So what I try to do here is kind of glue it down more or less in the center of this one here. You can see the center kind of. That's where I'm going to glue it. And this is going to be the front part of my sleigh. This part is going to be this part, what I call the front side. Okay, so what you should do to make it look a bit more realistic and have some space to put that piece on is to leave a little bit here. All right, but the most of it, the bigger length, leave it plain, put it on this side, not this way, if you know what I mean, okay? This one is a bit crooked. Let me take another one. Yeah, this one is going to be good. So I'm going to put one here and glue it down with the same glue and put the other one there at the same height. So I'm going to put 3 dots of glue here. Then we're going to flip it over. And now I'm going to use another stick, one of these, and I'm going to put it just right here. So I'm going to trim that one down again. And I'm going to trim a little part here. And see how it goes. I think the size is not bad at all. And I'm going to glue it down here. Again, I'm going to use the same glue. I'm going to try to be even there. And that's good. This is how it looks so far. So you can leave it as is, natural color. You can tint it by using, if you have, for example, maybe vintage photos, vintage photo, you know, the distress inks, you can mix that with a little bit of water and brush it on so it will give a more natural look, but a little darker. What I'm going to do here, I want it to pop out in my Christmas tree, is I'm going to use green paint and I'm going to cover it up completely. I think it goes faster when you apply the paint after you fixed everything together than painting one little stick after the other. It goes much faster this way. So I'm going to use, I think, this color. It's a nice green color for Christmas. Alright, almost everything is dry. You can see there's a little space here where it's still a little bit shiny, so it's not completely dry, but I've put some paint everywhere, so whatever, on which angle you look at it, is going to be good. And now I'm going to start the embellishment. So first, what I would like to do to make this pop a little bit more is to put some shiny stuff in it. So I have different things here. These are reindeers. I've already used some on another sleigh. I'm going to show you that one. That is another one I have just finished. So this one is in white. Let me show you this on a darker background. It's done the exact same way. You will tell me which color do you prefer and what colors do you use for Christmas. I would be very interested to know that. So first, let me use something else. So I've used reindeers on the other one, and I'm going to use these Christmas trees here that I gold. And as I say, I'm very traditional, so that's what I'm going to go for. So they will be all a little bit different. And I'm going to put some glue just on the back. Not much. I'm going to put one here. And a little bit more on this one here. And I'll clean it up later. I'll take all the fingerprints out. Okay. And now I'm going to use false or fake snow. And I'm going to use a hot glue gun for this. So let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, my table is really busy right now, but that's fine. So I'm going to put some white snow here and a little bit here as well. It's not going to be very irregular, just like real snow would do. You can come back and add more, of course. I'm going to do this in sections, but I really want this to be a bit more realistic. The excess will fall apart later. So I'm going to add a little bit more here on the front side. And here as well. And I'm pressing down. Okay. Before pulling anything off, I'm just going to make sure the glue dries. I'm going to put a little bit more in the back. Maybe not as much. All right. Now, if you want to add a little bit more sparkly to this, you can do what I've done with the white one, is that I've added here, let me zoom in a little bit more. I've added some glitter on the white snow, otherwise it would have been a bit too white and not be able to see anything. So that's where I've put a little bit of red glitter. So I have mainly white and red color and a little bit of green here for my greenery there with the jingle bell that I've used. And I'm going to use another jingle bell for this. So I like this idea, and I'm probably going to add, let's say, maybe I'm going to add some glitter, but I'm not going to add any color glitter. I'm going to add this kind of whitish color, but it's also have a lot of different color reflections in here. So I'm going to take a coffee filter so I won't waste anything. I'll be able to put it back. And I'm going to use a little bit of glue this time. I don't want to put glitter everywhere, just a few little spots. And here and there, not much. But I think it's going to give a little more oomph to it. And just sprinkle on some here. Tap off the excess. I don't think I have enough. I like Christmas because that's really the time of the year where you can go a little crazy with the shimmer, with the glitter, the spark. I love that. And yes, I do add a little bit more. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on the back of the sleigh. Snow is supposed to be shiny. Well, I've got a big piece there. I'm going to take that one off. Well, let me use this one. Oh, I love glitter. How beautiful is this already? I'm going to show you this on another background. You see in my hand, it looks a little nicer. I love that. I will take all the excess off. I'm going to put this back into the jar. And now I'm going to trim this one off. I'm not going to pull, actually. I'm just cutting the excess off. I think it's better than pulling. And now what I'm going to add, I'm not going to use greenery. I'm going to use some red here to put a little color, more color in there. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to cut this one off. It's a bit big. I'm going to cut it here. Let's see. And another piece there. Yeah, I think it's going to be nice. And I will put, I don't have a white one. I could color it. That's what I've tried to do here on this one. I wanted to put some white on it, but actually when you put white paint on it, it doesn't make the sound anymore. So I'm going to go for a silver one. I want to have that little tinkle. So I'm going to add hot glue just there in the center. I'm going to put my greenery in here and add that one as well. And there you go. Let me show you this on another background. How nice is this? The only thing that I need to do, and this is only optional if you want to hang it in your Christmas tree, is to put a little rope. And I'm going to use this baker's twine again. I'm going to use the same color because I have green, I have white, and I have the red one here. I'm going to cut a little piece there, and I'm going to make 2 knots at the end of my thread just because I want my glue to be able to hang on to something a little thicker. And I'm going to trim off the excess. Do the same thing on the other side. And now I'm going to turn it over. You can hang it either upside down, or I like to hang it up this way. I think it's easier. I'm going to put a little dab of glue there. And another one here. And that's good for me. And there you go, you've got yourself a beautiful Christmas ornament. Look at this. In the colors you wish. I'm going to show you the white one next to it, and I'm also going to show you the first one I showed you in the beginning of this video, which is the red. You tell me which one do you prefer, and if you're not into reds, whites, or green, tell me which color you like to use for Christmas. Or maybe do you change color every year? Maybe one day or one year it's going to be mostly white, then the next year it's going to be mostly red, or maybe purple or pink. Let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested to see what kind of Christmas themes you like best. So please give me some thumbs up for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified every time I post a new video. And also, please do not forget to share on social medias. You've got Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook. This will widely help my channel to grow. Thank you so much in advance, and see you soon for other tutorials. Please, everybody, keep safe. Bye.